remember when Ironman first got started back in 2011, just in the last 2 years, being with these guys at Ironman and being around other believers has taught me more about how to walk the walk and how to live by faith than I probably ever learned in my entire life up to this point. When you get a group of guys that come together that are intentional about pursuing God and being real with one another, I think that opens the door for God to do some really good things. I have the privilege of being able to see two of my closest friends come to Christ in the last year. They were both willing to come to Ironman and check it out. They're willing to roll up their sleeves and get serious. They're both willing to allow God to move in and change them.
You know, 3 years ago, I was really struggling a little bit, dragging my feet. I was one of those folks that just wasn't listening. Some personal things come up in my life, and it was really just that point where I'm ready. I need the next step. I need somebody to push me through that door instead of standing on the other side, just kicking the tires around. And Ironman really opened that door. When you get to sit in a group and focus with each other, it keeps you intact. And it was really a chance for me to be around other men that were normal human beings just like myself, looking to sharpen each other. I was a flat line to start out, and to mold somebody to helping people like me 3 or 4 years ago understand that there is a better life to live was probably the biggest thing that I've really gotten out of becoming involved and connected over the last few years.
To me, it's amazing to see what God can do with so little. All it takes is a conversation and an invitation. Both these guys, that's where it started for them. God was ultimately moving behind the scenes in their hearts, in their minds, and getting them to a point where this seemed appealing to them. But the opportunities were there, and they were willing to take it. When you think about it, God gives us one another for a reason. We grow from each other, we learn from each other, we sharpen one another. And that's amazing, and it's humbling. God is building His kingdom, and we get to play a part in that.